Corporate finance refers to the area of finance that deals with the financial activities of corporations or businesses. It involves managing the financial resources of a company to achieve its financial goals and objectives. This includes making decisions related to investment, financing, and dividend policies, as well as managing risks and optimizing the company's overall financial performance. Key areas of corporate finance include capital budgeting. This involves evaluating and selecting investment projects that will yield the highest returns for the company, considering factors such as risk, timing, and cash flows. Capital structure. This refers to the mix of debt and equity financing used by a company to fund its operations and investments. Corporate finance professionals analyze the optimal capital structure that minimizes the cost of capital and maximizes shareholder value. Financial planning and analysis. This involves creating financial plans, budgets, and forecasts to guide the company's financial decisions. It also includes financial analysis to assess the company's performance and identify areas for improvement. Risk management. Corporate finance includes identifying, assessing, and managing various financial risks faced by the company, such as market risk, credit risk, and operational risk. This may involve using financial instruments such as derivatives to hedge against risks. Corporate governance. This involves establishing and maintaining effective governance structures and processes to ensure transparency, accountability, and ethical behavior in financial decision-making. Overall, corporate finance plays a crucial role in helping companies allocate their financial resources efficiently, make strategic financial decisions, and create value for their shareholders. Capital budgeting. Capital budgeting is a critical aspect of corporate finance that involves evaluating and selecting investment projects based on their potential to generate returns for the company. This process is essential for businesses as it directly impacts their long-term financial health and overall performance. One of the primary objectives of capital budgeting is to allocate financial resources effectively to projects that will yield the highest returns while considering factors such as risk, timing, and cash flows. Let's delve deeper into each of these components. Risk. Risk assessment is a fundamental aspect of capital budgeting. Investments are inherently associated with varying degrees of risk, including market risk, operational risk, and financial risk. Evaluating the risk profile of an investment project helps determine its suitability for the company's risk tolerance and overall financial strategy. For example, a high-risk project may offer the potential for high returns but also comes with increased uncertainty and volatility. In contrast, a low-risk project may provide more stable returns but with potentially lower profitability. Corporate finance professionals use risk assessment techniques such as sensitivity analysis, scenario analysis, and Monte Carlo simulation to quantify and manage risk in capital budgeting decisions. Timing. Timing is crucial in capital budgeting as it influences the cash flows associated with an investment project. Evaluating the timing of cash inflows and outflows helps determine the project's profitability and feasibility. Factors such as economic conditions, market trends, and industry cycles can impact the timing of investment decisions. For instance, a company may choose to invest in expansion projects during periods of economic growth and favorable market conditions to capitalize on increased demand and profitability opportunities. Conversely, during economic downturns, companies may prioritize cost-saving initiatives and conservative investment strategies to mitigate risks and preserve financial stability. Cash flows. Cash flow analysis is at the core of capital budgeting. It involves estimating the future cash inflows and outflows associated with an investment project and discounting these cash flows to determine their present value. The net present value, NPV, Method is commonly used in capital budgeting to assess the profitability of investment projects. A positive NPV indicates that the project is expected to generate value and contribute to shareholder wealth, while a negative NPV suggests that the project may not be financially viable. Other cash flow metrics such as internal rate of return, IRR, and payback period are also utilized to evaluate investment alternatives and make informed decisions. In conclusion, capital budgeting plays a vital role in strategic decision-making for businesses by helping them identify, evaluate, and prioritize investment opportunities that align with their financial goals and objectives. By considering factors such as risk, timing, and cash flows, companies can optimize their capital allocation and enhance long-term value creation. 2. Capital structure. Capital structure is a key concept in corporate finance that refers to the combination of debt and equity financing utilized by a company to fund its operations, investments, and growth initiatives. It plays a crucial role in determining the financial health, risk profile, and cost of capital for a business. Corporate finance professionals engage in thorough analysis to determine the optimal capital structure that minimizes the cost of capital while maximizing shareholder value. The components of capital structure include debt financing. Debt financing involves raising capital by borrowing funds from creditors, such as banks, financial institutions, or bondholders. Companies issue debt instruments, such as bonds or loans, and agree to repay the borrowed amount along with interest over a specified period. Debt financing offers the advantage of leveraging the company's resources, allowing it to access additional capital without diluting ownership control. However, excessive reliance on debt can increase financial risk, such as interest rate risk and default risk, and impact the company's creditworthiness and financial flexibility. Equity financing. Equity financing involves raising capital by issuing shares of ownership, equity, in the company to investors, such as shareholders or venture capitalists. Equity investors become partial owners of the company and participate in its profits through dividends or capital appreciation. Equity financing provides permanent capital to the company and does not require repayment like debt. However, issuing equity can dilute existing shareholders' ownership and control, and investors may expect a higher return on equity compared to debt investors. Corporate finance professionals aim to strike a balance between debt and equity in the capital structure to optimize financial performance and shareholder value. They use various financial metrics and analysis techniques to evaluate the impact of different capital structure decisions. Cost of capital. The cost of capital is the weighted average cost of debt and equity financing. It represents the minimum return required by investors to compensate for the risk of investing in the company. Corporate finance professionals seek to minimize the cost of capital by determining the optimal mix of debt and equity that balances the benefits of tax-deductible interest payments from debt with the cost of equity, considering factors such as market conditions, interest rates, and the company's risk profile. Financial leverage. Financial leverage refers to the use of debt to magnify returns for shareholders. By employing debt financing, companies can amplify their earnings per share, EPS, and return on equity, ROE, when the return on invested capital, ROC, exceeds the cost of debt. However, excessive financial leverage can increase financial risk and interest expenses, potentially leading to financial distress or credit rating downgrades. Optimal capital structure. The optimal capital structure is the combination of debt and equity that maximizes shareholder value and minimizes the company's overall cost of capital. Corporate finance professionals conduct capital structure optimization analysis, such as Modigliani-Miller theorem, trade-off theory, and pecking order theory, to determine the most efficient capital structure for the company based on its unique characteristics, industry dynamics, growth prospects, and risk tolerance. In summary, capital structure is a strategic financial decision that requires careful consideration and analysis by corporate finance professionals. By optimizing the mix of debt and equity financing, companies can achieve a balance between cost of capital, financial risk, and shareholder value, ultimately contributing to long-term financial sustainability and success. 3. Financial planning and analysis. Financial planning and analysis, FP&A, is a crucial function within a company's finance department that focuses on creating, analyzing, and optimizing financial plans, budgets, and forecasts to support strategic decision-making and improve overall financial performance. FP&A professionals play a key role in helping companies allocate resources effectively, identify growth opportunities, manage risks, and achieve their financial goals. Here's a closer look at the components and importance of financial planning and analysis. Creating financial plans, budgets, and forecasts, FP&A professionals collaborate with various departments and stakeholders to develop comprehensive financial plans, budgets, and forecasts that align with the company's strategic objectives. This involves projecting revenues, expenses, cash flows, and other financial metrics based on historical data, market trends, economic indicators, and business assumptions. Financial plans provide a roadmap for resource allocation, investment decisions, and operational priorities, while budgets serve as benchmarks for monitoring performance and controlling costs. Forecasts help anticipate potential challenges, opportunities, and changes in the business environment, allowing for proactive management and adjustments to financial strategies. Financial analysis. FP&A teams conduct thorough financial analysis to evaluate the company's performance, identify trends, and uncover insights that drive informed decision-making. This includes analyzing key financial statements such as the income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement to assess profitability, liquidity, solvency, and efficiency ratios. Financial analysis also involves conducting variance analysis to compare actual results against budgeted or forecasted figures, identifying variances, and investigating underlying causes. By analyzing financial data and performance metrics, FP&A professionals gain valuable insights into areas of strength, weakness, opportunity, and risk, enabling management to make data-driven decisions and strategic adjustments. Identifying areas for improvement. Financial planning and analysis play a critical role in identifying areas for improvement and implementing corrective actions to enhance financial performance and operational efficiency. FP&A professionals analyze cost structures, pricing strategies, capital allocation, investment returns, and financial processes to identify opportunities for cost savings, revenue growth, margin improvement, and risk mitigation. They collaborate with business units to develop and implement strategic initiatives, operational improvements, and performance metrics that align with financial goals and drive sustainable growth. Continuous monitoring, analysis, and feedback loops enable FP&A teams to track progress, measure outcomes, and refine strategies over time, fostering a culture of continuous improvement and agility within the organization. Overall, financial planning and analysis are essential functions that support strategic decision-making, financial management, and performance optimization within companies. By creating robust financial plans, conducting rigorous analysis, and identifying areas for improvement, FP&A professionals contribute to driving long-term value creation, competitive advantage, and financial sustainability. 4. Risk management. Risk management is a critical component of corporate finance that involves identifying, assessing, and managing various financial risks that a company may encounter in its operations. These risks can stem from internal factors, such as operational processes and financial decisions, as well as external factors, including economic conditions, market trends, and regulatory changes. Effective risk management strategies are essential for protecting the company's financial health, safeguarding shareholder value, and ensuring long-term sustainability. Identifying risks. The first step in risk management is identifying the potential risks that the company may face. These risks can be categorized into different types, including but not limited to market risk. This includes risks associated with changes in market conditions, such as interest rate risk, currency risk, commodity price risk, and equity price risk. Market risk can impact the value of assets, liabilities, and financial instruments held by the company. Credit risk. Credit risk refers to the risk of financial loss due to the failure of counterparties to fulfill their financial obligations. This includes the risk of default on loans, bonds, trade receivables, and other credit exposures. Operational risk. Operational risk arises from internal processes, systems, human errors, and external events that can disrupt business operations and result in financial losses. Examples of operational risks include technology failures, supply chain disruptions, and regulatory compliance issues. Liquidity risk. Liquidity risk pertains to the risk of not being able to meet short-term financial obligations or fund operational needs due to insufficient liquid assets or access to funding sources. Assessing risks. Once risks are identified, corporate finance professionals assess the potential impact and likelihood of these risks materializing. This involves quantitative analysis, stress testing, scenario analysis, and risk modeling to quantify the potential financial losses and determine the risk tolerance level of the company. Risk assessment helps prioritize risks based on their significance, urgency, and mitigating factors, enabling management to allocate resources effectively and implement risk mitigation strategies. Managing risks. Risk management strategies aim to mitigate, transfer, or hedge against identified risks to reduce their impact on the company's financial performance and stability. These strategies may include risk avoidance, avoiding high-risk activities or exposures that do not align with the company's risk appetite or strategic objectives. Risk reduction, implementing controls, processes, and safeguards to reduce the likelihood and severity of risks. This may include improving internal controls, diversifying business operations, and enhancing risk management frameworks. Risk transfer, transferring risk to external parties through insurance contracts, hedging arrangements, derivatives, and other risk-sharing mechanisms. For example, companies may use options, futures, swaps, or forward contracts to hedge against currency risk, interest rate risk, or commodity price risk. Risk retention, accepting and retaining certain risks that are within the company's risk tolerance level and can be managed effectively without external intervention. This may involve setting aside reserves, establishing contingency plans, and maintaining adequate capital buffers. Derivatives play a significant role in risk management by providing financial instruments that allow companies to hedge against specific risks, such as interest rate fluctuations, currency exchange rate movements, commodity price volatility, and credit default events. For example, companies can use interest rate swaps to manage interest rate risk, currency forwards to hedge foreign exchange risk, and credit default swaps to protect against credit risk. In summary, risk management is an integral part of corporate finance that involves identifying, assessing, and managing financial risks to protect the company's financial health, enhance shareholder value, and promote sustainable growth. By implementing robust risk management strategies and using financial instruments such as derivatives strategically, companies can mitigate risks effectively and navigate challenges in a dynamic business environment. 5. Corporate governance. Corporate governance is a fundamental aspect of business management that focuses on establishing and maintaining effective governance structures and processes within an organization. It encompasses the policies, practices, and mechanisms through which companies are directed, controlled, and monitored to ensure transparency, accountability, and ethical behavior in financial decision-making. Strong corporate governance is essential for fostering investor confidence, protecting shareholder interests, mitigating risks, and enhancing long-term sustainability and value creation. Establishing governance structures. Corporate governance begins with establishing governance structures that define the roles, responsibilities, and relationships among key stakeholders within the organization. This includes the board of directors, executive management, shareholders, employees, and other stakeholders. The governance structure typically includes Board of Directors. The Board of Directors plays a crucial role in corporate governance by providing oversight, strategic guidance, and decision-making authority. It is responsible for appointing and evaluating executive management, setting corporate objectives and policies, monitoring financial performance, and ensuring compliance with laws, regulations, and ethical standards. Executive management. The executive management team, led by the CEO, is responsible for implementing the board's directives, managing day-to-day operations, executing strategic plans, and delivering financial results. Effective communication and collaboration between the board and executive management are essential for achieving corporate goals and maintaining transparency. Committees. Corporate governance often involves establishing committees within the board, such as audit committees, compensation committees, and nominating governance committees, to oversee specific functions, ensure independence, and enhance decision-making processes. Promoting transparency. Transparency is a core principle of corporate governance that involves providing accurate, timely, and comprehensive information to stakeholders about the company's financial performance, operations, risks, strategies, and governance practices. Transparent disclosure practices include financial reporting. Companies are required to prepare and disclose financial statements, including balance sheets, income statements, cash flow statements, and notes to financial statements in accordance with accounting standards, example, GAAP or IFRS. Transparent financial reporting helps investors and stakeholders assess the company's financial health, performance, and prospects. Corporate communications. Companies communicate with shareholders, analysts, regulators, and the public through annual reports, quarterly earnings releases, investor presentations, press releases, and corporate websites. Transparent communication fosters trust, credibility, and informed decision-making among stakeholders. Ensuring accountability. Accountability is another critical aspect of corporate governance that holds individuals and entities responsible for their actions, decisions, and performance. Accountability mechanisms include board oversight. The board of directors oversees executive management and holds them accountable for achieving corporate objectives, adhering to ethical standards, and delivering sustainable results. Boards may conduct performance evaluations, risk assessments, and internal control reviews to ensure accountability. Internal controls. Companies implement internal control systems and processes to safeguard assets, prevent fraud, ensure compliance with laws and regulations, and maintain accurate financial records. Internal audits and controls help identify weaknesses, improve operational efficiency, and enhance accountability throughout the organization. External oversight. External stakeholders, such as auditors, regulators, analysts, and investors, also play a role in holding companies accountable. External audits, regulatory inspections, analyst reviews, and shareholder activism contribute to transparency, accountability, and corporate governance best practices. Promoting ethical behavior. Ethical behavior is a cornerstone of effective corporate governance. emphasizing integrity, honesty, fairness, and ethical decision-making in all business activities. Companies promote ethical behavior by Code of Conduct, establishing and enforcing a code of conduct and ethics that outlines expected behaviors, values, and standards of conduct for employees, executives, and directors. The Code of Conduct addresses conflicts of interest, insider trading, bribery, corruption, data privacy, and other ethical considerations. Ethics training, providing ethics training and education programs to employees at all levels to promote awareness, compliance, and ethical decision-making. Training programs may include case studies, scenario analysis, ethical dilemmas, and discussions on ethical principles and responsibilities. Whistleblower mechanisms, implementing whistleblower policies and mechanisms that allow employees to report unethical behavior, misconduct, fraud, or violations of company policies anonymously and without fear of retaliation. Whistleblower protections encourage transparency, accountability, and ethical governance practices. In conclusion, corporate governance plays a vital role in shaping the culture, values, and performance of companies by establishing governance structures, promoting transparency, ensuring accountability, and fostering ethical behavior. Strong corporate governance practices contribute to building trust, enhancing stakeholder confidence, reducing risks, and creating long-term value for shareholders and stakeholders alike. Conclusion. The pillars of corporate finance: capital budgeting, capital structure, financial planning and analysis, risk management, and corporate governance collectively form the foundation for sound financial management and strategic decision-making within organizations. Capital budgeting guides investment decisions to maximize returns, while capital structure balances debt and equity for optimal funding. Financial planning and analysis ensure informed financial strategies, while risk management identifies and mitigates potential threats. Corporate governance establishes ethical standards, transparency, and accountability. Together, these elements create a framework that fosters financial stability, shareholder value, and long-term sustainability. By integrating these principles effectively, companies can navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and achieve their strategic objectives while maintaining integrity, transparency, and responsible financial stewardship.